You think you chose to click this video. You saw the title. You felt curious. Then your finger moved. But the real answer is far stranger. Your brain may have started that choice before you ever felt yourself making it. From the inside, life feels like a control room. You are at the desk. You press the buttons. You choose the words. But what if the control room is not where the decision begins? What if your conscious mind is not the king giving orders, but the storyteller arriving late? In the 1980s, Benjamin Libet asked people to do something simple. Move your wrist whenever you feel like it. No reason, no plan. Just wait, then move. At the same time, he measured their brain activity and asked them to report the moment they first felt the urge to move. The results became famous. Before people said they had decided to move, their brains were already preparing the movement. Not after. Before. The brain showed a signal called the readiness potential. That means the nervous system was getting ready for action. It appeared before the person became aware of choosing. A tiny gap, less than a second. But inside that tiny gap, something enormous opened. If your brain begins preparing a choice before you feel the choice, then who is really choosing? This does not mean you are a robot. It does not mean your life is fake. But it suggests something uncomfortable. The feeling of deciding may not be the beginning of the decision. It may be the moment the decision becomes visible to you, like hearing thunder after lightning has already flashed. Years later, John Dylan Haynes pushed the question further. His team used brain scans to watch people choose between pressing a left button or a right button. The task was simple: left or right. No deep meaning. But patterns in the brain predicted the choice several seconds before the person reported deciding. Several seconds. That is enough time to believe you are still choosing while your brain is already leaning one way. So where does the feeling of control come from? Psychologist Daniel Wegner argued that conscious will may work like a narrator. Your mind sees a thought, then it sees an action. If the thought comes before the action, your brain connects them and says, "I did that." It is powerful. It is useful. But it may not show the full process underneath. Think about the last time you opened your phone without meaning to. 1 second, you were doing something else. Then your hand was already moving. Your thumb unlocked the screen. Your eyes searched for an app. Only after it happened did you explain it. You were bored. You needed a break. You wanted to check something. Maybe that is true. But maybe the explanation came after the impulse had already won. Your ancestors did not survive by debating every movement. A shadow moved in the grass. A branch cracked behind them. A face looked angry. The body had to react fast. Run first. Freeze first. Reach first. Explain later. A slow conscious committee would have been dangerous. So your brain became a prediction machine. It gathers clues before you notice them. It prepares actions before you name them. It pushes feelings into awareness after hidden systems have already done much of the work. This is why a smell can change your mood before you know what you smelled. This is why a face can feel trustworthy before you know why. This is why a song can pull you into a memory before you choose to remember. Your conscious mind is not useless. It can pause, it can reflect, it can stop an action before it becomes real. Even Libet believed there might be a kind of veto power. The brain may prepare a movement, but awareness can sometimes say no. That little no may be one of the most human things you have. You may not control the first spark, but you can sometimes control the fire. Maybe freedom is not creating every impulse from nothing. Maybe freedom is noticing the impulse, understanding it, and shaping what happens next. You do not choose every thought. You do not choose every desire. You do not choose every fear. But you can build habits that change which impulses become stronger. Put the phone across the room. Pause before replying. Sleep before deciding. Become the kind of person whose hidden brain prepares better choices. Your life is not only made of grand decisions, it is made of tiny movements. A glance, a reach, a click, a word, a pause. A second where something automatic begins and something conscious has a chance to meet it. So when your hand reaches for your phone or your mouth starts to say something sharp, remember the experiment. The choice may have started before you noticed it, but noticing it still matters. Maybe you did not choose the first spark, but you can choose what it becomes. You thought you chose this video, but maybe the real choice began before you ever knew.